I have to put on a happy front. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that. For our school day, but first I'm making breakfast. I'm actually gonna make 2 batches of muffins this morning instead of 1. So I'm gonna start out with a blueberry strawberry mix, and I'm gonna put those together and make double berry muffins. All right, I've got my double berry muffins in, and then I'm gonna mix up apple cinnamon. These ones I'm not mixing because I think that would be disgusting. And then I'm gonna do a lemon poppy seed because my pan's big enough that I can do half and half, which will be nice for the kids. That way they have a variety of muffins because I know they don't all like the same thing. And they've not had the lemon poppy seed before, so I thought it'd be nice that they could try it. And then if they like it, we'll make bigger batches. All right, there's our double berry batch. Now for the lemon poppy seed and apple cinnamon. I'm excited for those ones. I've never made apple cinnamon or lemon poppy seed. So our second batch of muffins is just about ready to come out of the oven, and I'm getting ready. I have some of this instant yeast. It's just an off-brand. It's the fast rising, and I'm gonna make homemade bread for lunch so we can have some sandwiches. You know, we are obviously on a budget, most families are, and right now our food budget is very low until we get paid. So even bread is one of those things that you just don't have in the budget to pick up right now. But I keep some of these on hand so I can make some bread. And that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make bread for lunch and have some egg salad sandwiches on homemade bread. Okay, those look delicious. There's our lemon poppy seed on this side and our apple cinnamon. So I'm gonna let the kids test these out and see what they think. I'm gonna split one up of each of these and let them try them and see if they actually like this flavor. So today for math class, Zane, yeah, he needs quiet because he's trying to get all 15 right, is working on some addition problems, some addition practice. Shh, he says. Look at that, 100%, 15 out of 15. You did awesome. Here it is. Homemade egg salad on homemade bread. And the kids loved it. I haven't eaten mine yet. They all pigged theirs out. Half of them couldn't finish both sandwiches because there was just too much there. And I told them, put it in the fridge, eat it later if you're still hungry. I can't wait. I'm excited about this. Finally getting started on the day's work, and it's 6 o'clock at night, but it was so worth it. That was the best egg salad sandwich I've ever had. It was so good. And it was so filling. I made 2 of them for everybody that was having egg salad sandwiches. I couldn't get through one. I put my other one in the refrigerator and figured maybe later tonight I'd be hungry. That was, yeah, that was good. It was good. Can I say it again? It was good. No, it really was. So now I'm gonna get started. It's Braxen's laundry day, and we're gonna knock out as much as we can. It was supposed to be Ireland's one-on-one day, and believe it or not, she requested to do the dishes with me for her one-on-one time. So that's what we're gonna do, but I think we're gonna switch it to tomorrow or the next day, and either we're gonna do one-on-one tonight with Braxen, or we'll switch his night to tomorrow, and I'll just do one on the weekend. So we'll see how everything goes. See what time it is when I get caught up on some of this stuff. Plus, I still have to make a vlog. What'd you do? What'd you do?
The sweater!
The what?
The sweater!
The sweater?
No, the sweater!
Duke?
No, the sweater!
I'm not sure. Are you ready? Let's go look. This is what he came to show me. Duke's water. He put all Duke's food in his water. He was so proud of it too, you guys. Three. So excited to tell me. He knew he wasn't supposed to do it either. Anyway, I'm gonna get to these chores and we'll see where the night goes from here. Hi, Bars.
Oh, I love that walk by the river. You look funny, man. You look like you got these legs hanging down off the eye.
I think we're going up.
Like a big black eye.
Hey, Bars, I think we've been invaded by another channel, see?
Yes, it's that stalker.
It is.
Love Jar Vlogs. Is that the one?
That's the one.
What are you changing our name to, Bars?
Nothing at all.
He won't say it now. All right, guys, he said he was changing it to Stalker Jar Vlogs. So we have this ongoing joke because every time they're on FaceTime, I creep up behind Matt. And Matt was calling me the creeper and stalker, so. All right, guys, so that was fun. I am in the writing room and I wasn't gonna come in and write tonight. My legs have been very sore. And I haven't had a whole lot of motivation today. I was talking about keeping motivated yesterday. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that tonight. Not so much about motivation, but about parenting in general. And I keep that goal list up on my refrigerator and I knock out things every day on there and I put my stars up. And today I didn't have as many. I actually accomplished very few things. I got a load of laundry going, so I got Zane's laundry finished for the day because it was his laundry day. He only had one, which was really nice. It was kind of a blessing today. And then I did the cooking today for the kids, which was phenomenal to get to do for them, that home cooking that I haven't had a lot of time to do lately. I mean, I cook for them, but to do some baking and just take some time and put some love into that. And then, of course, we had, our school day today that needed to be done. And a couple of the kids had extra work in areas that they needed extra help in to learn some of the things that are new to them and that they might be struggling with. There were a lot of things that got done today, but not my entire list. And as the day started going on, it was getting later and later and later. And I put in a lot yesterday and some late hours yesterday. And I do that quite often. I'm very much a night owl. And I'm up pretty early in the mornings as well. So that's a normal schedule for me. I'm not someone that does like a lot of, I don't do long hours of sleep. But every once in a while my body says, hey, you've just had enough. And so today I think that's what it's been saying to me is you've had enough. Because the backs of my thighs literally feel like I was working out and I wasn't. I mean, going up and down the stairs and stuff, that's a workout. Chasing after kids, that's a workout. Those kind of things. But it wasn't like I was at the gym working out. But it was my body saying, hey, you just need to take it easy. And I guess that's what brought me in here. I saw a video from a fellow YouTuber the other day talking about a trip to the store with their child and how they didn't film in there. And sometimes they feel like, they have to put on a happy front. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that. And, and they said that in reality, the trip was a very hard trip. It wasn't an easy trip. There were temper tantrums, I'm sure. I mean, things that happen with young children, And she didn't specify and go into everything that had happened in that trip. But just that it wasn't an easy time for her. And she had said something about feeling a lot of pressure sometimes of having to be like this picture perfect parent. And so I wanted to talk to you about that because I said I'd tell you guys about my personal goal that's on my refrigerator. So I kind of wanted to talk about that perception of perfect parenting and that personal goal that I have. So my goal, the thing that I give myself those stars over, is to become a less reactive parent, because sometimes for me, in such a loud household and with so many kids around, it's easy to become very reactive. It's easy to see things as an emergency and think you have to jump in there and settle that. And so I'm working on becoming a much less reactive parent and utilizing the skills that I have been taught to take a step back, take that moment to breathe, take that moment to really look at the situation and look at it from a different perspective. I don't know if that's the right way to explain it, but to look at it in a less reactive way where not everything's an emergency and at times there are. I mean, if kids are jumping on tables, and literally these things happen in my house, if kids are jumping on tables and there's glass items out on that table and things can get broken, or they're trying to hang from the banister on the stairs, those things are things that need immediate attention. But sometimes it's easy to get into that emergency mode. At least I know for me it is. It's easy to get into that emergency mode and think that you have to put out every single fire that's going on, and that can become very stressful, at least for me. For me, it can become very stressful, and it can become easy to raise my voice. And that's one of my things as a parent that I absolutely hate doing. I hate yelling. I hate it. And I studied a program called Scream Free Parenting a while back, and it's a great program. It has a lot of great advice in there on ways to become less reactive. But not everything do I agree with. Of course, like anything that you are trying to learn from, you're going to have different views and opinions on things. One of the opinions that I didn't agree with was your kid's room is their domain, and go in there a few times a year and clean it out, but that's it. Now, for the most part, I don't get crazy about my kids' rooms because I believe, and this is kind of getting off the subject of what I was trying to talk about, but I believe that if I go in and I help them get it organized and I help them find places and we start to, like I'm doing in the rest of the house, weed through the clutter that's built up, and they have a place for everything and they love everything that's in their room, it's going to be a lot easier for them to keep it clean. But that's going to take work and teaching on my part. So I'm not one of those parents that says go in and this is just my own personal way of thinking. But for everybody, it's different. Whatever your style of parenting is that fits you and works for you, go for it. This is just my own personal thought on it. I'm not one of those parents that say, okay, you can't do anything because your room's not clean. Because some days of the week my room's not clean and I still have to go do other things. There's times where my house isn't in the state that I would like it in. But I think that by setting the example and showing them the ways that you can maintain and keep a home and your room clean, that they're going to learn a lot more than Drill Sergeant Saturday where I'm in there saying everybody has to get their room clean right now, and it becomes chaos. So for me, that's something that I'm working on in our household to teach my children, to help them learn a life skill that's going to be really important for them. So that's my view on that, but I kind of got off the subject of what I was actually trying to talk about, and it was perfect parenting. Or maybe I should say picture perfect parenting, because when I put the vlogs together and stuff, and I've said this before, it's down in my description even, in the chaos of life, it's easy to forget those beautiful moments that happen, or something to that effect. But it's easy to forget when kids are hanging from banisters and they're yelling at you and telling you they hate you and you're not their friend anymore, or they're running through the house, or they've broke something, and life just gets chaotic and you're having a really bad day. Which I'm not really today. I'm just not having an overly motivated day. But let's say you're having a really bad day. These are the memories that I'm compiling. Those moments that happen in life that we look back and we're like, wow, what a life. What a life. It's a pretty great life. That's the purpose of our vlog. But the purpose isn't to make anyone think that it's a picture perfect life ever, because life is never picture perfect. Things happen in life. Life is hard, life's messy, it's chaotic. Parenting is hard, messy, chaotic. No one is a picture perfect parent. But as I've said before, what I think makes for the best parents are the parents that feel on an average day that they're failing. Because it's on those days that we look inside ourselves and we think, what could I do better? What could I do better for my kids? And for me, that's a motivating factor behind those goal sheets. What can I do better next time? It's okay to fail. That's where we learn the most. That's where we make our greatest discoveries and find out the most about ourselves. That's where we find our strength as parents. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. As a human being, you don't become an adult and suddenly become this magical being that knows everything. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great? It would, but not really. That's what life's all about. It's all about the learning. It's all about the teaching what you've learned to your children. And every day, that learning process, that's, in my book, what makes for a picture-perfect parent. A picture-perfect parent is the parent that realizes it's okay to fail. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay that some days you raise your voice, that some days your house isn't perfect. But what did you do perfect that day? That's what I look at, those moments. What did I do great today when I didn't make all those wonderful picture perfect goals that I set on my refrigerator to get me a little closer to everything else? What did I do picture perfect as a parent today? I put a little love into making my children's dinner today. That's what I did for me to feel like I did a good job as a parent. Did I do the dishes tonight? Is my kitchen a disaster? Yes, it is. Does that make me a failure as a parent? No. Does it make me a failure as a wife? No. Does it make me a failure as a mom? No. Does it make me a failure as an adult? Absolutely not. It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm not perfect. I'm not a super mom, but I have great moments. And so does every other parent out there that struggles and feels like they are failing as a parent. That is what means you are doing an amazing job, because you care. You care whether or not you're doing a great job. I don't compare myself to any other parent at all. I don't, because it's a dangerous thing to do, to worry about what this person down the street thinks of how you parent your children, or that person down the street. It's more stressful when you worry about what other people think of how you parent your children. That's how I feel about parenting. That's how I feel about picture perfect parenting. There is no such thing, but you can have picture perfect moments. And that's what Love Jar Vlogs is all about. It's about those picture perfect moments. Those moments for me to remember. And not all of them compiled are happy. Some are sad, but they are life. They're life. And remembering those things, making them part of our memories. That's what this channel was all about from the beginning, and will continue to be all about. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you found a way to fill your love jar today, and we'll see you tomorrow.